face.
Well, you've still got some time.
I was just making a fucking sandwich. Like, it's really bad when you go through your series of lunch meat and shite,
Yeah.
but you realize you haven't had lunch meat in a while, and then you just do the look test. You don't even open it up. You're like, oh no.
Oh yeah, you got to look at it. Yeah, you can sniff it too. You can
No,
sniff it.
it's a basic look through the clear containers. Like, did I just waste my money, and am I just feeding the landfill?
I mean, it could go either way. That's always like we always buy like so many like fruits because the kids are always wanting fruits, and like we've limited it to like one at a time now because if we
Oh
get more
yeah,
than one, they won't finish them. And then
oh yeah,
don't get me wrong, the chickens don't complain. The chickens freaking love it. Oh, you bringing us cold ass fruits out of
treats.
the fridge? Hell yeah! It's hot as hell out here. And so it's one of them situations where it's like, yeah, if you don't eat it and you're not thinking about it, that's absolutely going to freaking happen. So yeah, it's really funny, and it's the same way with lunch meat too. And lunch meat kind of gets a little greasy. Some of the grease and all that stuff starts to come out.
God, like that's the one
Yeah.
thing I forgot about it. Like when I was younger, middle school, high school, college days, like you forget the weird slime that's on lunch meat to where just like you're more willing to just buy regular ass meat and then just cook it and then just keep slicing it thin for after leftovers.
Right.
Jesus. But other
Well,
than
that
this
would.
gay ass sandwich talk,
Let's see. Yeah, so we missed the Bible. We didn't have the Bible study today because
why not?
our my kid's great grandma from Arizona was in town this week, which is why the three oldest were out at grandma's with their cousins all week long, which is one of the other reasons why when Dino stayed home sick, I had to stay home and couldn't work because I didn't have any of the
Mhm.
kids here to help me. But they had a really good time. It was good to see her too, Grandma Jean. We hadn't seen her in a long time, so it was good. We got pictures with her because she hadn't seen the two youngest yet, Donna, the
Oh,
dinosaur and Chipmunk. So she hadn't seen the two youngest yet. So we took them out there and had a good time. And so we're probably gonna go out there for 4th of July next week and stuff like that too, because they live outside of city limits, so they can set off all the fireworks they want out there and out don't have to worry about getting in trouble with the cops. I mean, it's not like the cops care around here either, but still, nonetheless. So, but yeah, so that should be a good time. We'll go out there and barbecue and everything else. So,
well, it'd be
all
fun.
right,
And also, almost 4th of July next
Friday.
week.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness! Like, just as an aside for work, I'm always
Uh,
afraid that I'm slacking and everything. We had one of our like work, not worst employees, but like one of the people that isn't pulling their weight. He's gone on leave like 3 times.
oh wow.
I'm like, bro, bro. Like
That's
usually, I would inform heads to go over and like, look, things are gonna happen. I can't be here. Please go over and find like a person to go over and handle the ballast. And just that did not happen. But my goodness.
right. That's horrible.
Oy.
That's horrible. Well, that's all right. We're gonna make it all better tonight, Sunker.
Oh,
Don't
are
you
you?
worry.
Okay, I don't
It,
actually remember Dr. Mysterio, by the way.
oh, okay, good. It's okay. It's not great. It's okay,
What,
but
you're
there's some
looking
good
at
moments in
this and this costume and it doesn't spell confidence?
it. It doesn't instill the most confidence, but that's okay because we'll have another episode afterwards, so it'll be all right.
In the heart of the cosmos, where time and space collide, the Doctor and his TARDIS forever to glide. From the streets of London to the far edges of space, with Rose, Martha and Donna, through time they chase. Daleks and their fury, Cybermen, steel and cold, the mysteries of Bad Wolf, stories untold. To the planet of New Earth and the fires of Pompeii, through the shadows of the vast and their honor they find their way. Back when who was good, those were the days. Adventures through time, a wondrous haze. The Doctor and his companions, a tale so grand. In the show where the universe was at their command. Jesse, the common nerd with a vision so bright, guiding through the episodes into the night. The maiden sunker with insights to unveil, and MrGrantGregory with lore to irrigate. Back when who was good, those were the days. Adventures through time and wonders haze. The Doctor and his companions, a tale so grand. In the show, a take universe was at their command. From the battle of Canary Wharf to the end of time, were heroes and legends in their prime. A Sakurax invasion and the last Alex stand, with the Doctor at Capaldi and undone. Back when who was good, those were the days. Adventures through time and wonders haze. The Doctor and his companions, a tale so grand. In the show, a take universe was at their command. From the battle of Canary Wharf to the end of time, where heroes and legends in their prime.
So, all of time and space, everything that ever happened or ever will, where do you want to start?
How are we doing tonight, guys? It's Jesse with the Common Nerd, bringing you pop culture and all things 33 common sense lens. And welcome back to another wonderful edition of When Who Was Good, boys and girls. Yes, it is Sunday. It is 7 p.m. Sunker is bouncing into your screen, and it's a wonderful, wonderful evening, ladies and gentlemen. Obviously, we had a good time last night playing some Dune, and obviously last week we actually had a surprisingly good time with the episode called Pilot, the very first episode of the final seasons of Doctor Who. But I did forget that there was a hiatus in between, and I forgot about the Doctor Mysterio episode. So the one Christmas special that was the only part of I guess technically season 9.5. I don't know. There was a Christmas special between season 9 and 10, between season 9 and the final season. So we're gonna watch that one tonight, and then we'll carry on with season 2 of the final season tonight as well. So it'll be a good time, and we're gonna have a lot of fun with all of that kind of stuff. And I do appreciate if you guys have seen the banner across the bottom. Mrs. Common Nerd has found it. We officially have our press passes for our local Corpus Christi Comic-Con. We'll go over some of the guests and stuff like that that'll be going on for that, maybe Thursday night. So maybe if there's somebody you guys want me to see in particular, we can go over some of that stuff, maybe raise some money for that. But we do have Mrs. Common Nerd's cosplay that we want to get together. She wants to do Starfire this year. And so we're going to dye her hair and do all of that kind of stuff. So we're looking to try to get to, and then also I'll have to come up with a cosplay too. I guess it'll either be Robin or Nightwing. I'll have to look up which one Starfire had the longer relationship with, although I guess technically it was kind of Nightwing, wasn't it? But anyway, so that's going to be the option. So we're looking for a $200 donation goal on that one. We've got a little thingy up over on the Streamlabs side as well for all that kind of stuff. So that's the goal we're looking to hit. We still got some time. Fortunately enough, the costume she found's on Amazon Prime, and we can get it here in a couple of days. So it won't be a big problem on that one. But yeah, either way, that's the goal. That's what we've got the ticker at the bottom of the screen for. We'll pop that up every once in a while. But we don't want to keep it all too long because it breaks all of the wonderful assets that we've got over here on the other side of the stream. Speaking of assets, SunkerMaiden, how are you, my dear? She had forgot to unmute herself.
Roll. Anyway, I'm doing good. I'm doing all right. Just got out of JT's stream. Walked away from that feeling pretty happy, generally speaking. But I have no idea what this next episode of Doctor Who is going to be. I don't have any connection with Dr. Mysterio. And I'm happy you got your tire fixed.
Yes, I forgot about that too. Yeah, I brought that up on the Doom stream last night. But yeah, after you guys came in clutch on Thursday night, when I changed the tire Friday after the show, and then Saturday we went over to Discount Tire and got ourselves a new tire. So I appreciate you guys for that one. So we officially have a spare and a new tire as well. And so we are good to go going down the road. And I even threw the jack and everything else we need to change the tire into the back of the van just in case the other one busts, because that driver's side front tire is doing the same thing as the passenger side ones is. So
Oh,
yeah.
stop
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, I
Also,
know. What?
which one? Grim is actually calling it out where Robin is Nightwing. She banged the one um,
Oh, so
that
it is.
started off
It's Dick
as Robin
Grayson.
and then turned into Nightwing.
Right. So we're talking about Dick Grayson then. Yeah,
Hmm.
we're talking about Dick Grayson. So yeah, well that's cool then. That'll work out. Did you hear? Do you hear that too now? Did you
What?
hear that? No, never mind.
No.
Okay, you didn't hear the dragon. Okay. Well, cool. Well, that'll work then. That'll work out
What
nicely then.
happened?
Yeah. So
What
that'll
happened,
work then.
sir?
That'll work. Well, their relationship was probably more during the Nightwing era, I'd imagine, considering Starfire.
Well, like
Um,
when Starfire, if I remember the comics, because I did listen to a whole bunch of comic book nerds to go over and kind of get a good dipstick of how comics were.
giggity.
Shush. It was back when Starfire had the horrific 80s hair thing that she had going before it went sleek and like kind of
Oh, you didn't like all the big poofy wavy
poofy.
hair?
I hate it so much. I'm just like, no, no, it looks terrible. But
All
yeah,
the curls. It was like a perm. It was like a giant
yes,
perm. Yeah.
it was a perm that became a life
Eh,
of its own.
It was the 80s, dude. There was a lot of wild hairstyles going on, okay?
Absolutely, but yeah, it was back when she had that hairstyle was when she would have hooked up with Robin slash Nightwing, and
Well, there
they
you go.
were explicit about that, where they didn't show off a sex scene, but it was pretty obvious they were banging.
Oh yeah, 100% undoubtable about that one. So that one will be fun. That'll be a lot of fun. So I'll have to find me a Nightwing costume or something like that doesn't make me look too terribly fat. Good luck with that, right? Maybe I'll just fast for the next 2 weeks and then we'll be okay.
Well, you could get
Um,
this super gay. Apparently, he had like the really. I remember one costume looked really super gay. Every superhero has a really gay costume at one point of their
some of
life.
them more than once.
Some of them more than once. Look at Green Lantern, but I do remember Nightwing having him like, oh dear, oh that is a fabulous outfit you have on, sir.
Right. Very right. Oh yeah. Yeah, no doubt about that. Oh, okay, cool.
But yeah, I'm doing good. I hope you can pull
Okay.
off a Nightwing cosplay, and fucking good luck. And I have no idea what to expect other than the Mr. Insano Magneto character that we were
Mysterio. Return of
Mysterio.
Dr. Mysterio. Yeah, the
Return
return
of
of
Dr.
Dr.
Mysterio.
Mysterio.
No fucking idea who that is.
Yeah.
Disco
Oh, there you go.
Nightwing! Yes! Red Spitfire knows where I'm at. Disco Nightwing. It's
This-
basically Disco Nightwing.
Oh, that is great. That is great. Yeah, Grim, I saw what you sent me. We'll check that out when we go over to Rumble. Trust me, we can't even show 5 seconds of something with these without DC smacking us. They're the worst. Warner Brothers
Dare
is the
you.
worst about that kind of stuff. So yeah. But ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, we're gonna say hi to all of you fabulous folks out there in the chat. But as a friendly reminder, as always, if you're watching this over on YouTube or catching the replay, please make sure you join us over on Rumble at the Common Nerd, no S, over on Rumble, where you can catch the entire replay of us watching and reviewing the entire episode, plus the second episode of season 10, the final season of Doctor Who as well. Make sure you come and join us over there for all of those kind of fabulous things and all of that kind of stuff. So we're going to say hi to all of you fabulous folks out there in the chat. But as always, I mean, money takes priority, right, boys and girls? That's the way things go. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Kaios. Well, Sunker's not even here, and I don't know if she's got her other headphones in or not. But we'll let her know when she gets back. Kaios Saber has dipped $25 over on the Streamlabs side, getting the night started right. Says something to make Serenity smile if you'd be so kind. Thank you, Kaios Saber. Hey, that's $25 closer. Now we're down to $175 for Mrs. Common Nerds cosplay, because that includes 2 boxes of very nice hair dye that I'm going to Sally's to get to do it myself. So thank you, Kaios Saber. And as soon as Sunker gets back, we will play that as well. Thank you.
Water I can deal with, but yeah, thank you, Kyle.
There you go. And of course, something to make Sunker smile, if you'd be so kind, which that is one of the babies. The real question is, which baby do we want to do today?
Well, they're
You know
all
what?
fucking cute.
They are, but you know what? In honor of the dinosaur being home this week.
Hey. Clever girl.
I fucking love that. I need to get one where her curls are really going crazy because
Oh,
she
no.
literally looks like she's got a like sometimes it's like she literally looks like she's got a perm because she's got all these crazy tight curls, especially in the back of her head. It's just like layers of curls on top of curls, man. It's freaking wild. It is
My
so
niece
wild.
was her hair was like that a little bit. Started to straighten up later because she's getting older and all that stuff. For some reason, hair
Yeah.
changes. But
Oh yeah.
well, yeah, you look like Shirley Temple, girl.
She really does, dude. It's absolutely wild. So it's my wife just absolutely loves it. The curls are just absolutely adorable. Sorry, my mouse is still being dumb. I keep forgetting we need to dedicate a stream just to me getting a new mouse on Amazon. I keep forgetting to order one. Let's see here. But I know. It's one of them situations where it's not even that. It's just that like there's always other it's like it only bugs me a little bit when I'm doing certain things. So it's one of them situations where it's like it's only a little bit that it's like it really bugs me so very much. But anyway. Speaking of things that don't bug me at all, Spartacus for 50.
Shit, son.
Oh,
thank you.
Absolutely. That gets us to 75. So now we're down to 125 for Mrs. Common Nerd's cosplay. But for 50, says fezzes are cool and hot. Motherfucker. Thank you, Spartacus.
I would also like to go over and say, as soon as you said that, I'm like, man, my fan's going low. I'm gonna notch it up once. We're getting into the 100-degree territory in Cali, so it's just like, oi, bae.
We're in South Texas, and it's been nothing more than the mid 80s. We got a nice little cool rainstorm that came in like midday today. Yeah, it's nice and cool outside right now, dude. It was like we were driving out to grandma's, and it was like dark. It was like you had your window out, the hand out the window. It was cool. It was cool. It was nice. It was nice.
I'm not gonna be jealous. I'm not gonna be jealous at all. Show it. Yeah, we don't have to do a virgin sacrifice every time it gets a little bit too harsh in California. So then we get horrific flooding and all. No, we don't even get flooding. We just get earthquakes every once in a while. Hence the virgin sacrifices.
Yeah, that's why. Well, that's why you have to do the virgin sacrifices, so you don't have to worry about that kind of thing. You don't have to worry about that kind of thing. All right, we are going to say hi to the rest of you folks out there in the chat as well. But I appreciate all of you guys because you're being very generous tonight. Graham for $10 says more fun for Admiral Puffin stuff. I have no idea what that means, but thank you for the 10. I have no idea what that means, but thank you. Maybe that means he wants me to do a dab. I'm not sure. Maybe we'll do one of those.
Probably.
All right.
A dab.
It's probably exactly what he wants.
Instead of the elite in California, do children's sacrifices instead of money and fame. Oh.
Yeah. How well does that work out for them? Oh my God. Right?
Well, have you seen Hollywood?
That's true. God, that is sad but true. Holy God, how sad but true that freaking is on so many disturbing freaking levels. It's not even. It was fuel and it means smoke, boyo. Oh, okay, cool. Well, we will do a dab we'll do a dab here when we get started here. Let's say hi to everybody out there in the chat though, because I know we had this eccentric was coming in first with his bees in the chat. We appreciate you very much for that. Another one of our fine channel subscribers over there on Rumble. And then as well as Shadow Warden 99, another one of our fine channel subscribers on Rumble as well. And shout out for Shadow Warden 99 for the 50 on Rumble last night while we were playing Dune. Shout out, buddy. I am going to need your help next. I'm going to try to play that game Monday night. So I might need your help. I worked on a bunch of the Atreides stuff last night. I want to work on some more of the Fremen stuff tomorrow night. So let me know if you can help me out, Shadow Warden 99 on that tomorrow night. But I appreciate you, buddy. All right, there we go. Now the first one we can actually highlight, Spartacus Another one of our fine channel subscribers over on Rumble. Good to see you, buddy. And there's this eccentric Kyo Saber. Says, I hear people. You are correct. You're not crazy. Not this time. Grim, aka Anvac. Good to see you, buddy. Glad you made it in as well. Sunker just now is remembering to pimp for us now. Shame on her. There we go. Oh, the Limbo episode. Yeah, that's right, Spartacus. The Limbo episode indeed. Stoner Cat over on the Rumble side or on the YouTube side says, hello, Stoner Cat. And let me go ahead and drop that link over there on the YouTube side here real quick. I know a lot of you guys are I know like Venkman's Girl is going to go over to Kick and stuff like that. The Peter Venkman fan site's going to go over to Kick, but we'll drop it over there anyway, just in case. There you go, Stoner Cat. Good to see you as well. Peter Venkman fan site says, hey guys, hey fan site, glad you made it in. Red Spitfire 7. Good to see you, Red Spitfire. Glad you made it in as well. All right, let's see. Make sure we didn't miss anybody else. Let's see here. Graham, Shadow Warden. Oh, I've really got to get a new mouse. This is so annoying. It's only annoying on these streams because I like to be able to highlight all your guys' stuff. I'm trying to make sure I don't miss anybody. Fansite, Kyo Saber. There we go. Oh, looks like I think we got everybody. Did I miss anybody? I think we've got everybody. There we go. All right. Yay, chair stream. There you go. That's right.
Oi! Get off.
Right. All right, cool. I think we've got everybody. Shadow Ward 99 says, I'm mad he didn't read my Warhammer 40K reference. Well, it's hard for me to light my chats right now. It says, hail our Lord and Savior, the great red chair. Is that what you were talking about? The chair of windy crevices. That is true as well. The great red. No, that's why. Oh, prayers to the firefighters in Idaho.
Now. Deal with it.
Prayers for firefighters in Idaho. A number of them have been shot while responding to wildfire in progress. Oh my god.
What?
Dude. 3 strains of herb to smooth my nerves. There you go. Yeah, it's pretty. Yeah, Mr. Magneto. Yeah, it's pretty bad. Starfire likes dick to nobody's surprise. That's right, Red Spitfire, right? No shit.
Yeah.
No shit.
It was the weirdest thing. I think the weirdest thing they ever put into Starfire's thing was she has to make out with people.
Oh, to learn other languages?
It went from there to where someone went over and was like, no, to remember other people was a weird comic. It was fucking oi. So they made it very weird with Starfire, but I could kind of believe a little bit the kiss to learn the language, but not to remember people. That was
right.
Weird.
That's fucking stupid. Shadow 199 says
behavior.
Yeah, he says that. Yeah, that's exactly what that was. Kind of like Wonder Woman and her only weakness was getting tied up by men. Yeah, it was getting tied up by men. Yeah, their latent gayness is becoming unbearable. Like 28 minutes to an ultramarine when a military project glitches out. There you go. Are you happy now, Shadow Ward 99? Yeah, I don't know. And to an old 28 minutes. I don't get the reference. So, but good. There you go. I'm glad you got it. I'm glad you shipped a Warhammer 40K reference in there. I don't get it, but there you go. There you go. Alrighty. Well, there we go. All right, boys and girls. Well, without further ado, let's get started. I'll do a dab as soon as we get the show started. So, let me see here.
After I threw away
oh, you mean after you threw away what you were?
The thing I was leaning against. So I'm not leaning against a fucking wall.
Yeah.
Ours is. It's only because you guys made me so jealous over chair.
Oh, did you get rid of your fucking chair?
You didn't see me just throw it right now.
I thought that was just the red blanket. I didn't realize that was a chair.
That was the back cushion. I'm sitting on a footstool, motherfucker.
Oh, I had no fucking idea.
You idiot!
I didn't fucking know. How the fuck would I know? It was all the same color. I didn't fucking know. I'm not everybody else trying to sniff your chair through the screen, paying that close attention to it. Okay,
my God, it was a blur. It's a giant fucking cushion.
Oh my God!
I made eccentric cry. At least he's so sad.
That's fucking horrible. Melissa Smith, John Washburn. I see you guys over on YouTube. Good to see you, Melissa. Thank you for the Thank you, John. Yeah, you can thank Spartacus for that one. He sent me. We're trying to raise money for Mrs. Common Nerd's cosplay, and he sent me 50 to put on the fez. So yeah, there you go. There you go. Oh my god. But yeah, there you go. Good to see you. I swear these kick links are so weird. Do you need me to drop you one, fan site? I can drop you one if you're having issues. Let me all know. They all
They
look
all look
alike.
alike. You take that back, Peter Vectin.
They all look alike. That's so racist. That's so racist.
Racist against cushions. I actually should. I do need to get something with better lumbar support because I've been doing the grandma hovel thing as I'm playing.
Oh my god, that's horrible.
The
That
leaning
is
forward, I'm gonna develop a hump.
she's gonna end up looking like the Hunchback of Notre Dame. It's gonna be Quasimodo on the stream. They'll be like everybody's gonna like pay money. Everybody's gonna like pay money to see you walk around so they can look at your hump. Yeah.
Welcome to Let's Play Neverwinter Nights.
Oh, it'd be fucking great. That'd be fucking great. Holy shit. All right, let's
I'm
fucking get into it.
Yennefer.
Oh yeah. Talk about a fucking glow up. Holy shit, dude. I loved using her in thumbnails whenever I talked about The Witcher. Oh god, there's a
Dude, like, when they
man,
did
season
the whole,
1, Yennefer. Whoa.
well, she is hot as stuff. But they should have actually made that Yennefer Triss and just dyed her hair red.
Yeah. I don't know.
And-
I've never played the game, so I don't know.
Well, Triss is a pale redhead, and Yennefer is a pale woman with brunette dark hair, and she's supposed to look like Claudia from Farscape.
Ah, okay.
So that's how Yennefer is supposed to look, and I believe they had that actress do her voice in the third game. I'm Team Yennefer mostly because she's much more mature than Triss, who went over and did horrific things to earn Geralt's affections. Let's say.
I have no idea. I have no horse in that. I have no horse in that race. I have no horse in that race. General trivia, since Mr. Grant Gregory is not here. The name Dr. Mysterio comes from the name in Mexico for Doctor Who. Dr. Mysterio as literal translation of the title Dr. Quien, which would make less sense in Spanish than in English, which Stephen Moffat and Peter Capaldi encountered when they visited there in the Doctor Who World Tour. Capaldi in particular fell in love with the name, so Moffat decided to use it in an episode title. Capaldi noted that he was quite taken by the deep voice that announced the title on the overdubbed soundtrack. And in fact, when the Doctor utters name in the episode, this is Capaldi impersonating the delivery of the announcer. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Yeah.
Like, oh, this is a very weird intro.
It's a
They're
comic
making-
book intro.
I know. So I wonder if they're going to be like, don't accept that this is weird. It's comic book.
I don't think Doctor Who has ever asked you to not think things were weird or not accept things. I don't think that's ever happened. Like, it's always been assumed that shit was going to be weird.
We'll see. Also, for people who want to go over and continue watching with us, we're going to give you a teaser, but we can't do the full watch along on YouTube because of its bots. So please go over and review the links in chat. They will go over and lead you to the Common Nerds Rumble page, of which we'll be doing both watch along and commentary. We will be pausing, we'll be talking through. I will be asking Nerd to pause it for the very last time, for the 60th time. But
at least.
At least. But as much as we would like to go over and remain on YouTube, YouTube will not allow us because we don't go over and have the special privileges in order to remain to do our watch along.
I couldn't have said it better myself. Thank you very much, Sunker. Appreciate that. Yeah, exactly. Doctor Who isn't really an entirely serious TV show.
So serial.
No. Yeah, Sunker is being ultramarine grade anal. Yeah, she really is, Shadow Horton 99. She's being ultramarine grade anal right now.
Let me have another glass of wine then.
No, you need another glass of water. So I do have to admit with this intro, I think what they're really going for is to give you kind of the old school, like Batman kind of feel. The intro kind of felt like a Tim Burton Batman intro to me with the way they're kind of going through the city and stuff like that. Same thing with a lot of the Batman iterations that we saw, especially when they were actually done properly. But at the exact same time, then you've got that classic noir music coming in there, kind of trying to set the tone, trying to give you that kind of idea of what you're feeling for. This is that's kind of what they're going for, is that kind of 1920s gumshoe noir vibe, but also kind of like that dark, gritty, kind of like Batman in a rough city, kind of Gotham kind of area town. So,
well, Batman came from noir detectives comic books.
That's true. That is very true.
And also, just for Batman, why they would go over and show off the city a lot is because Gotham itself is kind of a character. It's not weird like how the Spirit made it weird, like it very very weird Frank Miller bullshit. But there is something about Gotham to where I think even in Creature Commandos, when it started showing off Gotham and it didn't say it, we're like, that's Gotham! That's Gotham! I noticed that cesspool anywhere.
Yeah, no, you didn't. They didn't have to say it at all. There wasn't like something that had to tell you Gotham City, USA. You know what I mean? Like that was not the case at all. Like you see, like the first thing we saw when they walked in that episode, you're like, okay, that's Gotham. Like that's because they very much. It seemed like even that episode's art style for the city kind of changed. Right, like it seemed like they were very much trying to go for 90s Batman the Animated Series, Bruce Timm, all that kind of era stuff. It looked like they were trying to make it look like that, and I think that's probably what it made so recognizable.
What I very much loved about that episode, not just not just that specific art style of copying from Batman Animated Series, it was the art style you think of when you go into old buildings that stood for kind of the test of time for a very, very long time, where it has the Art Deco look, where it has that kind of, it would seem passe now, but that Art Deco look, and also the curtains, I believe, where I was freaking out the whole time when you went off to the bathroom or something. I was just like, look at it, look at the curtains, look at the wall molding on the side. That's so Art Deco. Oh my God, they put so much time and attention. Why does Batman look fat?
Yeah, that was pretty funny. So yeah, that's definitely trying to match the vibes they're definitely trying to go for in this one.
James Winter said, like, the last thing that happened to me in Detroit was someone going over and flipping me off as I'm leaving the city. And just, like, honking their horn and being really mean to me as I'm leaving. And the first thing that happens into a new town I get to once leaving Detroit is someone actually stops and lets my car go by and waves at me. I'm just like, holy shit, Detroit is a fucking cesspool. Fuck you, Detroit.
Hey man, that right there is a prime example of a democratic utopia. That is a prime example of a democratic utopia. That every one of your pipe dream, every one of your wet dream, every possible democratic policy that you could ever have possibly wanted implemented got implemented in Detroit, and now it is their paradise. It is their paradise. Well, I mean, clearly he's hanging out.
Shut up.
What? Obviously he's hanging out.
This does, it reminds me a little bit of the other Christmas special of the fish one and the submarine.
The fish and the...
Okay. Where they had Scrooge. It was their take on Scrooge.
Oh,
yes,
really
yes, good one.
Oh, yes. Oh, that fish one. Oh, God, yes. That one was so, yeah. The one where, yeah, all the traveling. Yeah, he only got one night with her a year. And, yeah, God, that really was.
Every Christmas.
Yeah, every Christmas. God, that was such a good episode. Long way up.
It's the doctor.
I know.
And this is before they came up with the stupid ass gloves. But I think actually this is where we have to go over and do the cutover.
Yeah, probably about time to go ahead and shut our dear friends over there at YouTube off, because that's just the way things go. So we appreciate all of you guys over there. We appreciate all of you guys catching on the replay. Paradoxia, Space Shark. That's right. Thank you, Paradoxia.
That turned into a sleigh.
Yeah, that turned into a sleigh. That was awesome. So, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, if you're over on the YouTube side of the house, please click one of the links in the chat. Either join us on Kick or Rumble or Pilled or wherever else. There's actually about the only other places we're streaming on outside of that because of the way things have been going lately. So yeah, join us over there, boys and girls. Join us over on Pilled. Join us over on Kick. Join us over on our home base of Rumble, where you can come over and watch this completely and totally uncensored, where we do a proper watch long, a proper fair use review, where we pause it, we rant. Sunker will pause it about 70 million times before the end of the episode, claiming she only needs one more pause. Well, we still got 45 minutes left in the episode. Yeah, so come join us over there. Paradoxia, we appreciate you dropping in. Everybody smash that like, subscribe, and or follow button if you haven't already, and we appreciate all of you guys so very much. And yeah, Sunker, my dear, tell everybody goodbye in the chat over on YouTube.
Goodbye, YouTube.
There we go. Appreciate you guys. Thank you very much. We will catch you next time. Yes, get water, Sunker. Go get more water. For the love of God. Yeah, we've heard that before, haven't we? We've heard that. Cloud Shark. That's right, Spartacus. Cloud Shark. That's what it was. Cloud Shark. Good point. Good point out there. There we go. All right. Rumble's off. Or YouTube's off. There we go. All good now. All